Hello everyone, and welcome to the channel, lords and ladies. It's great to be back with you, continuing our CK3 Let's Play campaign, Duchess Legacy. This is episode 50, the big 50. It's like an anniversary episode, 50 episodes in. This has been a really fun campaign, and things are getting really interesting now because I'm working so damn hard to get the Dynasty of Many Crowns major decision done, and it's added some interesting flavor to the campaign because now I'm focused on getting my dynasty members on the thrones of foreign kingdoms. It's really micromanaging intensive, but it's a problem that needs to be solved, and I enjoy solving problems in this game so much, and I'm enjoying working towards getting a Dynasty of Many Crowns. It's fun. It's a challenge. I enjoy a challenge, and we can beat it. I'm actually trying two different methods for Dynasty of Many Crowns. The first method is the one we're familiar with, and that's the matrilineal marriages that I've been arranging behind the scenes. We have this matrilineal marriage in Carpathia, so Van Der Lindes are destined to take this throne, and Galicia Volhynia as well. They have a secure line of succession, so we have a son here that's a Van Der Linde that's going to eventually become the king. So that's helping us with Dynasty of Many Crowns. And I also have another kingdom I want to try to work for as well. And since I'm talking about it, we might as well arrange it right now, because I figured I'd wait until we started so I could do it in front of you. Because I like scheming. I like scheming in front of you guys. It's fun. We have a second son that needs a wife, and I have an available granddaughter right here. So we'll do a matrilineal marriage here. I have a bunch of money, so if I do a grand wedding for them, it's gonna be a long time actually. She's only 9 years old, so I have to wait 7 years before I can do this grand wedding. But like, I want to give them every opportunity to have a lot of children, and if they have a good wedding, just like we always do, and if they become soulmates, they'll have a lot of kids, and they'll make sure that Van Der Lindes are securely on the throne. You know what I mean? But it might not be worth the money, and it's just a long time in the future. Do I want to promise a grand wedding? Maybe that's thinking a little bit too far ahead. I won't promise a grand wedding. Like, we need to murder his brother first, so let's not forget that. Let's just arrange a regular marriage. Matrilineal. And we'll start the murder scheme now because his brother is 16 and his wife is 16, so if they have a grandchild and they have a grandson, that throws a wrench in all my plans. So we want him to die as quickly as possible. Switch my spy master to support schemes and my wife to court intrigue, of course. Give ourselves every advantage. And since time is of the essence, we'll focus on the scheme phase length. We want to minimize the amount of time this takes, because he could get his wife pregnant at any second. So we'll focus on minimizing the amount of time. I hope I'm making the right decisions here. We'll see. I'm not a stranger to murder schemes. We've done plenty of this, but I really want this one to go through. $49 days per phase? Oh my goodness. But the max success chance is 64%. So the way to counteract that is just to accumulate more advantages. We might have to do that. Alright, 73, that's good too. Yes, because the scheme phases are so short, we'll just accumulate a bunch of more advantages just to make up the difference in the success chance. I'm feeling good about this. Let's get her done. Let's murder another child. Well, technically he's an adult now, but he's a really young adult. Okay, so now that we got that going, I wanted to talk about the other way we are progressing towards Dynasty of Many Crowns. We want to act as a kingmaker, but my plans initially... they initially were to take the Kingdom of Denmark, but I'm concerned that if I create the independent Kingdom of Denmark, the Emperor of Scandinavia is going to vassalize him and absorb him, which would defeat the whole purpose. Because I need them to be independent. So if he's a vassal of Scandinavia, that defeats the whole purpose, and I'd be wasting a bunch of time, like fabricating claims in Denmark and getting conquest in Denmark, just to create an independent kingdom that's going to get swallowed up by the Scandinavian Empire. So why waste my time? We're not doing it. I'm not pursuing Denmark anymore. We're just going to pursue the Pomeranian kingdom because we're not having the same problem. There's no emperor here to vassalize the kingdom when I create it. In fact, there's only one emperor that could realistically do that, and that's the Emperor of the Baltic Empire. But Lithuania is not going to be able to create that title. I mean, they're the closest ones to being able to create that empire title, but they won't be able to because, first of all, the King of Lithuania only has one kingdom title, and you need 2 to create an empire. So he lacks the kingdom titles to do it, and he's not going to get the Kingdom of Pomerania, because I'll defend him. I won't allow the King of Lithuania to eat into the Kingdom of Pomerania. We just can't have an empire title pop up that would vassalize the kingdom. That's what I'm concerned with. It's not as likely as the Kingdom of Denmark is going to be, but the possibility is always there. But I'm still going to work for Pomerania. We have some claims to fabricate, and I have a truce to wait for. We have a truce with Poland, and I need to fight them in order to take these 2 counties. So we have some work to do, and we have some time. We have some time. I adopted a puppy between the episodes, so... I blackmailed somebody between the episodes too, another one of my dukes. I need to modify his contract. This guy. I have 2 choices. I can get more levies. Do I need more levies? I don't think so. I just beefed up my army again between the episodes, which is one of the reasons why I don't have as much money as I usually have. I did a lot of building projects too, but I just boosted my army again. I don't think getting levies is necessary from my vassals anymore, especially my dukes. I think it would be helpful to start getting forced partition into their contracts. I'm stressing out a bit. Because I'm about to murder a child. I can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. We're gonna do a feast just to relieve some stress, and I have some people I need to befriend, and I'll use this as an opportunity to befriend my realm priest first, because we're not his friend yet. He's normally at the bottom. I found him. And as for the honorary guest, this one doesn't really matter. This guy's my spy master. He could be my honorary guest. He's helping me with another murder. So we'll honor him. Now we're holding this feast in the capital, and the plague isn't here, so I feel safe. In fact, I think this plague is going away. I think it's on its way out. Because I'm still sharing power. Because I'm secluding myself. Oh, wow, that sucks. My son only got 1 skill point from Groom to Rule. He got the short end of the stick. Good luck with that, sir. Whoever's trying to convert me, good luck with that. I do need to pay attention. I do have some building projects going on, like Goslar I'm trying to develop. And Schmalkalden. I'm building hospices here. And I never brought this up, or I never addressed this, but recently water rituals just came into effect. Characters of this culture are less likely to get infected by plague, so hopefully this helps us. I mean, that's the whole reason I got this tradition. So let's see what effect it has, if any at all. Maybe a not really noticeable effect, but it'll have an effect, but... I'm going to keep all these hooks on my kinsmen and my family members, because they might come in handy. Maybe I might end up landing some of these people, you never know. So I won't waste that hook. It's not like I need the money. Money is not a problem. Let's check on our murder scheme. We're at 73% if we wait until 10 advantages. Or maybe I'll wait until after this feast is done. I don't want to press my luck and have it go on too long, because he might get his wife pregnant. Okay, we're friends with our realm priest. I think it's too late to try to befriend somebody else, but I'll give it a shot. I don't think I've ever had this work out for me when we switch to somebody else. But why not? Alright, is this plague still here? Yeah. It's refusing to go away. Okay, this was a personal scheme I was doing against my steward, and it worked out, so now we're friends with him. My Chancellor's the last one that we need to get. Okay, the plague's going away. I can bargain down, I can save some money. I'll take it. Stress loss, plus 10% for 10 years. I'll do it. I think I'm pretty much done everywhere else, except for my new counties. Now, one of my commenters mentioned that I do have baronies inside of these counties that I don't technically own. They're under the control of barons. But I'm still allowed to develop them. And, like, I'm willing to develop them, but... like, I would really prefer to prioritize my domain, like my personal domains, like focus on them first, and if I have leftover money, sure, I'll help develop these. Like this barony here, I'm building up the hospices, but soon these buildings start to get really, really expensive, and it's kind of like a... like, what's the phrase I'm looking for? It's like, you have to do a cost-benefit analysis, like, as time. It's like, once these buildings get up to, like, level 6 and stuff, it's, like, thousands of gold to invest in them. And, like, I don't know if I'm going to be willing to invest that kind of money, unless I really, really, like, have nothing else to spend my money on. In that case, I'll do it. But this plague is going away. I'm going to end my capital isolation, and I'm going to stop secluding myself, so I can take back control of my kingdom from this guy. Now, he was boosting my domain limit by quite a bit, but my wife is in unmanaged domain right now because she's helping me commit this murder. We'll switch her back to managed domain, and then I'll be okay. Like, I'm willing to stay over my domain limit for a little while because I want to save this duchy. Like, I want to save every single county in the duchy for my son. Or maybe that's not the best idea. I'm thinking, guys. Okay, I have an idea. Since when I land my son here and I make him the Duke of Pomerania, he's going to do what all dukes do. He's going to take all the lands from his vassals. But if I start landing people now, I'll save the duchy capital for him, of course, for whoever I put here. But if I give these lands to counts now, that would give me the ability to tell them to convert my culture. And I can tell them to do it now. If I tell my son to do it when I give him the duchy, like if I were to give my son the entire duchy and every single county in it, I would only be able to tell him to do something, and he would have to go individually, county by county, converting every single county one by one after the other, which would be a much more tedious process if he's doing it by himself. But if I give all of these counties to counts, I can tell them all individually, I can give them all directives at the same time, and they'll all be converting their counties all at the same time, so the entire duchy will become Dutch faster than if just my son was doing it. Or, I don't know why I keep saying my son, just whoever I'm going to give this. Alright, I guess I kind of spoiled it. I'm going to disinherit this son and give him this duchy, and then eventually give him the Kingdom of Pomerania. But yeah, that's why I keep saying my son, because I'm going to make him the thing. But it'll take much less time if I just give all these to counts and I have them convert my culture. And that'll help me with my domain limit. I'm doing that. We're just going to save the duchy capital for my son. And now I can tell these guys, promote my culture. So now they're getting their own stewards in their own courts to help them promote the culture. It's just going to be a much faster process. Because I want to get some Dutch culture in this kingdom before I create it. And before it's independent. Because once it's independent, I have no say in what they do. So we'll just preemptively convert some of this to my culture. I hope all of that makes sense. Because it makes sense to me. Alright, let's keep playing. How long in our truce? 4 years. And since we're abandoning all hope in Denmark, we don't need to fabricate claims up here anymore. Oh yeah, we still have claims to do here. What am I saying? But we can fight our war against Lithuania right now. I'm gonna wait till 15 advantages. I'm not gonna wait much longer. I'm not gonna run the risk of him getting his wife pregnant. But then, once we execute the scheme, I can switch my wife back to managed domain, and then I'll be able to handle this. Oh, no, I'm just gonna give this to account, so I don't have to handle it. My wife will get me back to my regular domain limit. Alright, Lithuania. You are so big that it doesn't make sense. Lithuania is way too big, and it's way too weak for its size. Like, it's about the same size as our kingdom. Probably a little bit smaller, but we're the same size geographically, but they are much weaker. They have 2,800 men. We have 20,000. This guy's really, really weak. He doesn't even have any duchy titles. Does he have any alliances? No, he has an internal one. So this will be easy. I'm just gonna raise my men-at-arms. That's all I'll need. I am one of the commanders. Let's not risk our life. Somebody else can have that honor. I won't risk my life. There's so many more things that I want to accomplish. I can't risk dying. Two more advantages, and we're committing a murder. We'll go fight a quick battle. This should boost my war score by a lot. My OCD requires me to check everything. We're good. Moment of truth. Here we go. He got him. We got him. Our third child murder. Our third successful child murder. Yes. And we were not found out. So that's another secret in our pocket. Alright, we did it. So now we just need to hope that nothing compromises this betrothal here for 6 years. So that's another kingdom title that we got Evangeline on the throne of. Okay, so wifey can go back to manage domain. We're back inside of our domain limit. I'm going to have my spy master go back to finding secrets because he was doing a really good job last episode. I was able to modify a bunch of contracts. Alright, my ally won his war in the background. He didn't need my help. Oh my god. Damn English with your frickin' plagues. That's probably gonna spread to my realm. I'm just gonna ignore. Maybe if I don't look at that part of the map, nothing will happen. I'll just conquer my way toward his capital. All of these castles are still low level. Like, there's a smattering of some decent castles. Like, the walls are built up in these castles, but they're all just still wooden keeps. They haven't gotten with the times yet. We are so much more advanced than them. Look at our cool castles. Alright, I got a secret on some barons. It's kind of useless. I could always get money from them now that we have golden obligations, but I don't need money from them when I can get 2,200 gold from the Pope every 6 months or whatever it is. Thank you. Like, how does the Pope get so much money? Like, how does he collect that much money so quickly? And how am I the only one benefiting from it? Like, is there nobody else that is allowed to ask him for money? Or are there people asking him for money? No, I don't think they are, because every time he has enough money to give to me, I take it all, and then he has to spend more time saving up again just for me to get it. So nobody else is benefiting from the Pope's, like, subsidies or anything. It's just me. There we go. Victory. Alright, I guess I'll hold on. And, no, we want people to convert these. I don't want to have to promote the culture myself, which is what I'll have to do if I hold on to it. So I'll just give it away. Here's a young guy who will be around for a long time. He'll be around long enough to promote my culture. And now that we're bordering this county, it should take less time. My marshal and really good bodyguard, he's gonna die soon. I'm gonna lose a really good knight when he dies. I'm gonna have to replace him at some point. But we're fine. Even if we have low-quality knights in our army, we make up for it for having, like, such a good... just such a high-quality army and, like, so many men-at-arms. And not even 2 seconds after I say something about it, he dies. He has no money to give me, so he's gonna have to save up. I lost my architect, which is not good. And I just got a secret on a duke, but that woman, I've already modified her contract. Yeah, I've modified her contract, and we already have a strong hook on her. So since we lost our bodyguard, let me just double check he's gone. He might have just left his position and not actually left my court. No, he's gone. The giant guy, he died. And I have an inactive accolade. So I need to replace that knight, and this woman, I mean, she's not really skilled, but I like her personality. It's okay. But I'm going to use her as a way to get another knight in here. Alright, we'll sort by prowess. Alright, this guy has a trait too, and he's got decent prowess. He's not as good as the giant guy, but he's Herculean. And he's already Catholic. Alright, he'll make a half-decent knight. I can usurp the Duchy of Pomerania title. I won't do that yet. There's no reason to do it yet. Like, I don't have to. Once we get our conquest, we'll do it. And that's 3 years away. My ward and grandson watch me beating myself, so he's in shock. Why is he in the dungeon? And why am I beating myself in the dungeon? Like, I don't have to be in a dungeon to flagellate myself. We'll try to convince him to drop the habit. We'll keep the habit ourselves, but we'll try to convince him not to do it. He's too young to do it. Alright, and that reminds me, since I have my 2 wards, let's stay on top of my son's education. We can influence his personality. And we learned what kind of education he would favor. Learning or diplomacy? Both are really good, but my current ruler is a really good like, he's got a 5-star education. I feel like my son would benefit from a diplomacy education from me. A higher likelihood he gets a 4-star when he becomes an adult. Yeah, diplomacy, I really do like the diplomacy lifestyle. It's a strong lifestyle for rulers, especially. We'll do it. And I'll start with compassionate. I don't want to give him ambitious, because ambitious carries with it the penalty of having stress gain. Why give it to him at an early age, and why, like, there's no point in giving it to him early. We'll give him ambitious eventually, but we won't give it to him yet. If I give him compassionate, that'll improve his piety, because it's considered virtuous. Steering our son in the right direction. Alright, the English pox is doing the good thing, and it's going away. Okay, we're done. No more claims to fabricate over here. So I thought we'd help ourselves and continue our progress towards our own empire title, which we want to get. So we want to keep eating into the current HRE title, so let's get another county over here. I think not a county, a duchy. I think the smartest duchy to go for would be Luxembourg. It is a powerful duchy, and it's benefiting from all the development that we've been doing in the area. So there's really high development here. Let's absorb this into our realm now. I want to see who owns this. Just a duke, that's it. Nobody above them. Nope, it's just the duke. But this other county inside the duchy belongs to a different duke. Alright, so there's some border stuff going on here. So we would have to fight 2 separate people. Is this the English pox? Oh no, it's a new plague. It's a different one. It's the Dutch pox. It's named after me. It's my pox. Come on. I wish I can go back in time when we first started the campaign, and I can go back and slap myself in the face for saying, oh yeah, we'll just do the regular plague frequency. I'm regretting it. I should have turned it down. Because it's happening... It happens too much. In my opinion, it happens way too much. Look at this. Look at this nonsense. It's no laughing matter. Well, I'm not laughing. Trust me, I'm not laughing. I'm just as frustrated as you are. And this is a really scary plague. It's funny that one of the scariest plagues that we've ever seen is my plague. Oh my god, guys. I need to protect my son. Is this my punishment for constantly asking the Pope for gold or something? Alright, my best friend died. And I just became melancholic, which is a health penalty. It's a moderate health penalty. I don't care about the monthly martial lifestyle experience anymore. I'm putting up this new book. It gives me a medium health boost. And look at this. This guy's not wearing any pants. He's on duty, and he's not wearing pants. Dude, put some pants on if you're gonna operate in my court. I want to protect my son in some way too. I don't have any other items that help with health at all or anything. Wow. I mean, I guess we're just technically waiting for this truce to end before we can really do anything. Nope, I need this son to stay single for now. My capital has avoided it for now. My capital has stayed out of the line of fire. Alright, I'm gonna make her my artificer, even though her item wasn't that good. My cousin created a cadet branch. That's good. That helps my renown. And we're about to become legendary. We're about to get to the next level of splendor. The highest level. Maybe this water rituals tradition is gonna work out for us. Maybe this is what's protecting me. children of the court flee as Innocentios the Witch approaches, and not even the most fervent bishops can help but shrink from his presence. Who is this? Oh, my archbishop? He's a witch? My failure to condemn and continue proximity to this unholy conjurer is perceived as open tolerance, tarnishing my court's reputation in the eyes of the clergy. No, that's so random. He's loyal, so he's worth it just to keep. He's worth keeping just for that, and I really like his learning. It's not my place to judge. Well, I am a murderer, technically, so my secrets and my vices are much worse than this guy's. So it's not my place to judge. We won't judge him. He needs to get back to work. Just this morning, I lost 5 good soldiers. They all succumbed to Dutch pox. 3 more yesterday, and the week has just begun. We must do something, lest we are left with only corpses and no hope for any victory. My men-at-arms are more expensive. Or they're less damaging. Alright, this is just bad. This is all bad outcomes. There is no good outcome to this. Besides this one, because I relieve some stress. I'll do that. I can't develop anything else because of the plague. Gold is the lifeblood of the realm, and merchants bring much of that wealth. Dutch pox still spreads across that same realm, however, and Nicholas, which is what I'm calling him, has brought me missives from the trade-rich coastal provinces. We can control this outbreak, my lord, he says, with what feels like bluffed confidence, requiring all merchants sequester themselves before they bring their goods to markets will ensure they aren't infected. He's gonna lose opinion of me for 10 years, and I only lose 24 legitimacy? What's my legitimacy like? It's already at max, essentially. A lot of my domain is coastal. The whole Duchy of Holland is coastal. I'll just do that one. The sooner this plague ends, the better. Please. Can we just go back to normal? I'm gonna get a hook on my wife. It cost me some money to get, but maybe I can get all that money back. Or maybe not. Whatever. That was really mean. I shouldn't have done that to my wife. I just figured I'd take it. Okay, so the Empire of Carpathia wants to conquer a duchy, and they want my help. What duchy would that be? That is not my concern at all. I'm not helping you. Leave me alone. I've got bigger problems right now. I have a plague killing all my citizens. Thank you. That kid just gave me 225 gold. I don't know who he stole it from, but we're not going to ask questions. Just a little over a year away until we can fight Poland. I remember the day when my son Sean was born to my wife Sarah, my impressive son. Memories like these bring me comfort. No matter what happens, I know that my family is there for me, and that House Van Der Linde stands strong. Keep the faith, I whisper under my breath. Free renown. See, he won that war. Why did he even bother calling me in? He won it instantly. Three years away until we get Sorbia locked in. See, look at this. Scandinavia already started absorbing Denmark. I probably wouldn't have had enough time to get all this before so I'm not regretting at all me not going for Denmark. It was probably the smartest choice. Just would have been a waste of time. Alright, I need one more county. A legendary sighting? A white stag? White, you say? I don't think we've ever done a legendary hunt. It's not exactly the best time to go on a hunt, considering we have a plague breaking out. But where was it again? Alright, whatever. We'll figure it out once I do it. Maybe we can celebrate our victory by doing a legendary hunt. But we only have 3 years. Still can't move my... That is so obnoxious. My court is alive with the sounds of raised voices and slamming fists as my court physician, Agiti, and my vassal Mayor Lambert argue about Dutch pox and what should be done about it. I am a physician, Mayor Lambert of Durin, she insists. Simply allow me to do my job and we may end this bloody plague once and for all. Covering the bodies in oil and chanting incantations, Agiti? What you propose is heresy of the highest order, and I will hear nothing of it. These bodies deserve a proper Catholic funeral. Desperate times, desperate measures, Mayor Lambert. There doesn't seem to be a downside to not siding with her. The plague is on the downswing anyway. It's going away. Is there only one petitioner? Aachen was the only county not affected by the plague, because every time a plague hits, it affects the development growth. So we won't try to help our capital anymore. Let's try to help the other counties. Every county with at least 10 development levels below your capital. There are a lot of counties that are below 46. I mean, 46 is a lot. Okay, yeah, we'll do that. We've been focusing so much on Aachen with our development, and our steward has been there for a really long time, so... We'll hamper the development in Aachen for 15 years. It's not that bad. Minus 15%. I could just do nothing, but my realm needs to benefit from the development because the plague hit. So we'll do that. And let's double check our truces. 2 months. Our really, really good spy master just died. I don't need a hook on this son. We already got him to join a holy order. I don't need a hook on him. Alright, the plague is almost gone. Once this duchy is clear, I'll exit seclusion. Yeah, this nephew is clearly the better chancellor. We won't switch him to steward. I'll give my son a job for now. I got an achievement. Have your dynasty reach the highest possible level of splendor. Cool. We'll end the isolation now. How old is my son now? 7? Alright, so 9 more years until we get him... until he becomes an adult. So we just need to live 9 more years, which is not impossible. Okay, let's fight our war now. We can fight the Polish. We'll do that first. We'll check their alliances. County in the HRE. County in England. Some raiders. or a county in Sweden. And then a captain. A mercenary captain. I'll just raise my men-at-arms for now. If I need to raise the rest, I will. Alright, so we have the entire Duchy of Luxembourg that we can conquer. I believe I was working for West Franconia now. Yeah. My grandson wants to be lazy, arbitrary, or craven. Arbitrary really helps with stress gain. And it doesn't negatively affect martial at all, and that's the education I'm giving him. Craven is definitely not good for a martial education, so we'll give him arbitrary, I guess. It's not the worst trait. What are you doing? He just completely abandoned his kingdom to go fight some stupid battles that are not going to help him at all. Alright, my dynasty banner just got improved its rarity, its quality. Became illustrious. We became friends with our son. Watch, I'm going to be able to get all of these conquests before he's able to finish this one. It's like David and Goliath. Like, how much further do we have to... We have to get 3 more perks in the martial lifestyle, and then we'll switch out. Because I do want to finish this tree. Oh my god. Oh, he made some progress there. I have a secret against somebody, and I want to tell my wife about it. Do we want to tell her? No. My wife doesn't need to know. I'm not going to create the duchy title yet. What we're going to do is give these to Dutch people. Give them the proper directives. I hope this guy lives long enough to actually promote the culture in his county. We'll have to keep an eye on it. But as long as everybody's doing what they're supposed to do. Now, when the time comes, as we're dying and we're getting older and we're about to die, and as we realize our time is up, we'll manage the line of succession. I will disinherit my, I'll disinherit my son, the other one. This one. I might even get him married soon. Maybe I'll do that at the beginning of the next episode, but I'm gonna wrap this one up, guys, because we just hit an hour. But I'll get him married off, and then when the time is nearing for our ruler to die, I'll disinherit him. I'll give him this duchy title. I'll let him rule as a duke for a while, and give this duchy some time to convert to my culture. We'll get some Dutch planted here. And then when I feel comfortable, we'll say goodbye to this part of my realm, and we'll create the independent kingdom of Pomerania. I won't create the kingdom title yet. I won't create the duchy title yet. There's no rush to do any of that. But we have the land necessary for it. And my son will become the king in his lifetime. He will be the king of Pomerania in his lifetime. I promise you that, son. But we have some internal stuff to deal with, like I said, getting Dutch culture here. And it's just going to be a faster process if I have all of my counts doing it. I'm thinking maybe I should just disinherit my son now and give him this county and have him start promoting the culture here too. But I would really like a spare son. You know, I want to play it safe and have at least 2 sons in the line of succession, so I won't rush. I won't make my son the count yet. Uh-oh, more... There's a lot of drama going on in Scandinavia. What's happening? Another tyrannical war. And I think it's really funny that Denmark got absorbed so quickly in just 1 episode. The Scandinavians absorbed all of it. Alrighty, lords and ladies, let's do our wrap-up stuff here. Let's get rid of all of our prisoners and deal with that. We'll let him save up money, my antiquarian, because he has a job, so he has a salary, so he is going to save up money, and then we're just going to take it all back. I kind of feel bad for this guy. He's depressed and he's incapable. And to add insult to injury, we're blackmailing him. But we're melancholic too, but we're trying to counteract it. And that's why I equipped that book. Let's take another look at our wards again, and let's see if we need to teach them more languages. I can influence this kid's personality. We'll give him zealous. Alright, that should just about do it. We can pet our dog. And I won't flagellate. My stress isn't too bad. Okay, so we have a lot to look forward to in the next episode. We have some conquest to get in the HRE. And the Holy Roman Emperor is fighting a Liberty War right now. Interesting. But our next war, we're going to get the entire Duchy of Luxembourg. And forgive me if I said I remember saying that we had to fight 2 separate wars to get all this. We won't have to. We'll just have to fight 1 war. Even though the duchy is in the control, or under the control of 2 different people. So we'll get the entire Duchy of Luxembourg in our next war when we fight the HRE, and then hopefully I'll have all of the... Well, at least some of them. Maybe not all of West Franconia. There's a lot of counties in here. It's a deceptively big duchy. But we'll take care of that in the next episode. We did expand a little bit, but it's not official because this is going to split away eventually. But we had success getting another Dynasty of Many Crowns thing going. 2 more years, and these guys get married, and they lock that marriage in. Carpathia is still a thing. Galicia Volhynia is still a thing. I'm happy. Good episode. Hope you guys enjoyed. Ooh, look at this. Tartaria is fighting another war. A dissolution war. Ooh. I hope he loses this. There's not a lot of empires, guys. Scandinavia and Tartaria are kind of like the rare exceptions. And then Carpathia, too, but... Those are the only empires. Everything else is just a kingdom. Oh, and yeah, the HRE too. Can't forget that. But anyway, guys, I'm so bad at ending these. Thank you so much for joining me today, lords and ladies. Hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, hit that thumbs up button down at the bottom. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, subscribe as well. Leave your comments down below. Let me know what you thought of this one. And I will see you guys in the next one. Episode 51 will be coming at you soon. But until then, have a good one, guys.